Number 2. In this best of 3 for the Go4StarCraft monthly finals, spawning here in the top right corner of the map, it's going to be the light blue Tomikus.
In the top left as the pink Terran, it's Beastyqt.
So verdict, yesterday you put on the pants, you drove the driver's seats, whatever other phrases there are, you had the stream under your command. That versus just kind of being the passenger side, I guess. The observer to the observer. How was it? Which do you prefer better? Ignore the commercial thing. I'm just talking about in-game specifically. Like any other stress aside.
I guess I still like just being the observer to the observer. Just because I feel like I'm oddly aware of how my mouse moves when I'm the observer. It's like, I don't know, it's like being aware of how you talk or something, how you walk, right? And you just start walking weird because you're aware of how you're walking.
No, I think I understand what you mean. It's a weird way to phrase it, but unless anyone's been down that road, I think it sounds a little confusing. For me, the weirdest thing was, I never really noticed how, I guess it's just different with the camera I am than other people. I mean, I've watched other casts, and I guess I didn't really think too much of it. But observing off your camera, I didn't realize just how much more I, drag scroll or, pan around and stuff. Whereas for you, it was like, okay, here's the focus, here's the focus, here's the focus. I've got no opinion as good or bad, by the way. I thought you did a fine job. I was just curious what your thoughts were, because it's the first time we've really had to do, full role reversal in a long time.
Well, I know that people do they have very specific observer controls. Like they change the hotkeys and they change the sensitivities to, mimic observing, not playing. Where all of mine were catered to playing. So whenever I drag scrolled, I felt very aware that there was lag, it wasn't very smooth. I didn't really like it. So, and nor did I want to change it because then you all could see me fiddling around with my controls.
I gotta hit F10. I don't want anyone to see me hit F10. That's so embarrassing.
Yeah, exactly. So it made things go a lot faster, just having to worry about everything, and that I sort of liked. Just it was a 4-hour cast yesterday. It felt more like a 2-hour cast type deal. So, it was nice.
Oh, yeah.
He's tricky. He's tricky.
That's if you could have taken 2 hits. I don't know why he was so scared about it, but. All right. So Tomikus does, of course, scout Beastyqt fairly successfully. Beasty has not scouted Tomikus just yet. It's got an SV kind of perusing the map looking. One thing that's kind of cool about Cactus Valley that I've really enjoyed so far, and we were talking about maps earlier. I hope that of all the maps from this season, this is one of the ones that makes it through, because we've seen some of the best games on this map. I don't know what it is, the base layout, the magic of the way the engagements to the middle of the map go down. But from Night Assortments hidden in the main to just straight on pushes, I've really enjoyed Cactus Valley so far. Both Legacy of the Void and HOTS.
Yeah, ended up being quite a fun map. I mean, originally I liked the design. I remember that very specifically. I was like, oh, this is fun. Like when we were actually casting in the Team Liquid map contest, and that came out in the ladder map pool, and people were kind of questioning it. And I could see their points as to why it maybe looked a little suspicious. But at the end of the day, it's given us a lot of good games. So I don't know, balance-wise, I haven't seen the stats on it or anything, but it's certainly still good. I brought up my tattoos earlier, and I basically got a bunch of I got the Canadian flag. Someone asked for that. I got a bunch of Terran Zerg Protoss logos. I got Beastyqt TV logos. I got Jadong, so I could put that on my face.
Ooh.
And,
is it gonna go right near your lips?
No, it's gonna be J and then Dong on each cheek.
Oh.
And I'm not even gonna be ashamed, man. I'm gonna have Dong right there. Anyways, but I thought about getting something like the Cactar for Cactus Valley because that's gonna be in the map pool. But then I was like, oh man, what if they can't pan up on my face because I have a trademarked image? I don't want that.
I don't think they worry about that. The cheerfuls would probably be a lot more monitored. If you recall, we basically drew Futurama characters at WCS.
To be fair though, that was kind of on the fly, on the fry.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
Drawing where this would actually be a copyrighted the artist drew this.
Zombie Girl, I tell you what, I think the people from Square Enix probably aren't going to be watching WCS.
You know what? They don't know. Blizzard might be just very, very suspicious of these things.
I think. Okay, so I know you don't really do a lot of drugs and things like this, but when you're around people who get really high, they get really paranoid all the time. And they're like always looking over their shoulder, and they're like, "No, man, like, what if?" So I'm just gonna ask you straight up: Are you entirely sober right now? Like, how's this going
Yes,
for
I'm
you?
entirely
Are
sober.
you having a great day?
The most illegal thing that we've done is we went to the reservoir and swam in it, and we didn't know it was illegal.
Oh, you rapscallions!
I know, we didn't even know it was illegal. So, what up?
No, I hate because I don't actually. I don't smoke weed that much, but a lot of my friends do, and it's so annoying being the sober guy hanging out with them.
Is it legal in Canada? Actually,
no, it's not. But it's like kind of nobody cares.
Yeah, it's like America. Got it.
Anyway, so like the worst part is you hang out with 3 of your buddies, and they're just like stoned out of their minds, and they're so paranoid about everything. And you're the sober guy, just like, I want to go home.
Well,
this is so dumb. There's no cops. There's no cops, guys. What are you talking about?
About drug, like, you know, the worst thing about guys that do weed is that they think that since it's like, I don't know, cool, I guess, they do it all the time. And so, like, if you don't like that they do it all the time, then you're just like, oh my god, Hellions, hey,
Dropped Hellions, too. I missed the medevac.
Yeah.
I thought that was just a Banshee floating over. But this catches Tomikus off guard in a big way. Speaking of blazing, 420 YOLO swag, we got these Hellions just burning up the drones. 21 kills so far. Tomikus, was not ready for that attack. Here's the big question, though, right? Why? I know there was a Viking floating around earlier. Why was there no Overlord even just on the edge of the base, though? I mean, that's a bit of a mistake on Tomikus' part not to have seen that coming.
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't expecting an attack for another minute because I did notice that Beastyqt was going for a 2-base build after the greedy opener, which is cool. It's fine. It looks like he's even going to go on scouted thanks to the Viking too. Okay, well, the Overseer's going to come in here and see it just as it's prepared to.
Oh no! Did I?
Alien drop is really weird.
Was that me or you?
What?
You just like cut out for like a good 10 seconds. I was like, what the fuck?
That was me because I like hiccuped in sentence.
Great, excellent.
Mike did it.
No, your cam froze and everything, so I wasn't sure what was going on.
Oh, your cam. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I don't know. I guess that was me then. Ooh. But there was the scout. And of course, you need a Baneley nest to defend against this. I mean, honestly, he would have had a Baneley nest to already defend against it if he wasn't going for roaches. But he was going to go for a roach attack, a roach build. So now he has that in the Banelings to try and help out, get as many roaches as he possibly can. I mean, this is a very dedicated attack to the Terran player.
I mean, it's Marauders and was, I mean, I guess soon to be Hellbats. There we go. Just waiting for him to transform them, really. There's so much here that can deal damage to those roaches. The Hellbats alone are good enough. The Marauders with Stim? Well, look at him trying to transfuse the heck out of that Roach Boy. That's hilarious. This is kind of a waste of transfuses, though, at the end of the day. Push it through here like nobody's business. Beasty is a force to be reckoned with. And I kind of wish the Marauders were more focused on the Roaches than the Queens, but still, good push. Good push.
Yeah. Well, once Tomikus got enough Roaches, plus he got that Saran going, it was a much nicer hold. And the Baneley nest, it might have been wanted to, maybe he wanted to use that for the defense, just wasn't timed out well, because he had no lings, first of all. Or maybe he was planning on going into Roach Baneling instead of Roach Hydra as the follow-up to whatever Roach stack he was planning on. We have another drop in the main. He's going to continue hitting these points, and he knows his Overlords. And these Roaches in low numbers do not do well against Symbio. Nope.
Well, he's going to try and pick up. There we go. It is a little bit harder to trade out versus Roaches than it is versus Lings, of course, but at the end of the day, I mean, this has still been a situation where Tomikus has no counterattack potential whatsoever. Everything's been off the back end of him having to remake those 21-something drones he lost early on. And I mean, Beasty's not exactly devastating him with these drops, but he's keeping him in check. This lets Beasty do whatever he wants back at home, which is far more important than killing 5 more drones.
Yeah. I would be a little scared that Beastyqt is not getting tanks. I don't know if he's... Even if it was Roach Hydra, not Roach Baneling, I still think tanks would be a good addition until you're already on your 2-2 with, 180 army supply. Then you can, live without tanks. But, this is kind of like poking like a Protoss player, like poke, and then they get fed up and they're going to come at you.
They just snap.
With whatever army they have. Yeah, so in this case, it would be like a lot of Roaches plus like 20-30 Banelings.
So 2 things I need to shout out, by the way, sorry, I didn't realize we had missed it. Nick Snacks came back for his 13-month sub. Says, wow, I can't believe it's been 13 months. Neither can I, man. Thank you for subscribing for so damn long. I hope you were one of the people who got the message about the coins. If you guys have been subscribed for a year or 12 months at least, and you didn't get a message about getting your coin mailed out to you, please send me a PM here on Beastyqt TV. Secondly, Tempo, you're a crazy motherfucker, and I love you. Thanks for hanging out in chat today, buddy.
Wow.
Do you see what he wrote?
No.
I injected 3 marijuanas today. I feel cool as a cucumber. 3 whole marijuanas? No way.
The Banelings aren't quite done. They would be necessary for this defense here. I mean, Beastyqt. He was
well, that's
quite
good.
an army.
This looks like a campaign moment, you know, where you gotta rescue all the Banelings from the pools. Just get like a hell of a lot of Banelings. Picks up in the medevacs. This is the problem. No, nothing to shoot these medevacs down.
Oh, he got
no
the
mutalisks
too.
He's gonna try and build over here. It should be safe behind the new natural, or behind the natural mineral line. But starting through the main, more Banelings to worry about. Maybe unload like 1 or 2 Marauders at a time. Soak up like 5 hits. Have a good time.
Yeah, maybe. Now Beastyqt though, I mean, he's buying just.
These are the worst at killing
so
workers.
much time. Yes, they are. Good at buildings, but they're worse at workers. That's hard to say. But he's buying a lot of time, and he really is getting to that point where he's going to have upgrades and over 180 supply. Like, he doesn't need tanks at this point. You know, Tomikus would have loved to hit him before he reached the upgrade point or the maxed out point, but he's just too busy defending until these drops.
You know, he finally loses one of the medevacs, so the drop gets cleaned up over here. But it's kind of funny. I never really put that in context. You said it like that. Marauder's so good at destroying buildings. They got this shot that can just level a whole floor in an instant. But if they have to shoot an ant, it's like, where the fuck is it? Shoot it by proximity, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what actually happens. They don't actually, like, we see the graphic connecting to the drone, but maybe it actually doesn't at all.
But, you know, this is okay. Well, this is so worrying because while Beastyqt has a big enough army to maybe take this on, it's not all in one location.
No,
and
it's
really
especially not home.
Splash.
But you know, at the end of the day, though, regardless of how this initial fight goes, there's no wall after the main. Oh Jesus, he can lift, right? There's still no anti-air in play.
Yeah, I mean, it just got.
I'm just saying,
two ways
like,
to play this out, and Beastyqt chose one, and that's fine. The other way was to be really defensive.
I mean, he's smashing his opponent on the other side of the field. There might be a hidden base down here, but it gets revealed by a Marine. 6 City. If this goes into full base trade mode, Terran players win this every single time. There's nothing to shoot up.
Yeah. It's quite unfortunate, too, because Cactus Valley, one of the few maps that has no spot to hide a base if you have anti-air.
Yeah, that's very true.
Hydras.
Why are you guys shooting stupid larvae? Killing drones.
Tomikus is enough to build almost 3 hatcheries.
He does, and BC has floated and migrated. He started the Great Migration. This is what happened in Land Before Time, isn't it? That's how the Littlefoot lost his parents, the Great Migration.
Yeah, right. We also have another problem for Tomikus in that he did use, I think, most of his Banelings. They just, they went off on a couple Marines here and there. These on roaches, or the buildings, and with that, roaches are a lot easier to clean up with bio. And luckily for Beastyqt, he managed to squeeze in those upgrades before the engineering base died. So it's still 2-2 to 2-1. Where's the Evo Chamber and how has it not died yet for Tomikus? I want to target that down.
Evo Chamber, what?
He's got +2 on the way. It's in the back of the nat.
You're right. I don't know how influential +2 is going to be. I guess, Tomikus does have a bigger army supply lead, so Beasty's got to be a little bit careful about that. But I feel the hit and run tactics involving these medevacs is going to outweigh that army supply in a pretty big way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying it would have been nice to know that you would probably overtake on the army, but if you can't and you realize that, then you just run around and try and snipe the hatcheries.
Like, I feel like he could do that stupid shit where you drop a Marauder one at a time, pick it up immediately, and just like juke out the roach projectiles.
Maybe.
Oh man. Alright, well, where's that one Viking he had? There's so many overlords to kill for free. I'm surprised he's letting the starport go down too. That's
yeah, it died to like a queen in the base trade.
Okay then.
I can still kill it with Marines.
Hey, we got a new sub, by the way. Thank you to good old Grim. Good old Grim. That name sounds like you've subbed before. Maybe he's hanging around chat a lot. I don't know. Either way, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Whether it's a resub or a brand new sub, or I haven't subbed in 7 months sub. Regardless,
you know what? I know you mentioned that why let the starport die, and I'm gonna echo that again and say like you could just gotten a Banshee and solved all your problems.
Right, yeah. Actually, his problems mainly persist in the fact that he has to build supply depots. Did he lose all his SCVs?
Yes,
he's got
they.
two.
Okay, not all of them.
I
But
thought
most
he
of
had-
them were in the bottom left.
Yeah, I thought he had brought some with him actually. Before.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
There's like 20.
Beasty does manage to catch some of the roaches off guard. However, there's far more coming in. I don't think dedicating to this is a good idea. Neither does he by the looks of it.
No.
Keep building those depots, boys. You need some supply.
He's getting close. 'Cause
Oh!
He also got rid of it.
Sick moves out of
Oh.
Tomikus.
Well, this is a problem just because Tomikus, I think he can win the fight.
I think he can
Hey.
too. Beasty's giving away a lot of his army supply on the ground. 53 might look like a lot, but it's mostly medevacs.
Right.
At the same time, Beasty might be able to dive for a base trade.
Well, Tomikus splits up his army, and I feel like that's not the right thing to do. So if Beastyqt was ready,
Oh, pick up
those
Beasty,
units.
Beasty.
Pick up those units.
Beasty,
Pick them
no!
up. Damn it. All right. Well, that might just
He's
be
walling
it.
it up! He's buying time and walling it up! Oh!
If you had a Marauder in there, then that's fantastic. But
Yeah,
I
but he
mean,
doesn't. He's boosted back on with it. I was gonna say at this point he doesn't know, so it makes sense why he's not doing this. But there are no other buildings in play. There's like three drones, 5 drones, whatever. I mean, it's one of these things where if you went for the base trade, I think you could target a lot of this down by dancing around with the medevacs, just keep juking the roaches. But I don't know. Taking engagements like this is going to be tough. Marines will bleed out. Marauders are the only thing that can really fight, and even then, it's such a limited number.
yeah, I really like if he had just if either player had been consolidated for most of this game, they win. I think. But Tomikus gets split up. That's an opportunity for Beastyqt to take it on. But then his
Oh, here
army
we
was
go.
split up.
Beasty's looking towards Banshees, but Beasty doesn't have a lot of money.
Yeah, and he no longer has the. That's not the ultimate kill maneuver now. Technically, he can get spore crawlers.
So, my argument to this is I don't think Tomikus is going to be thinking about this.
Oh, get this spawning pool.
Pick up, man, don't. Beasty.
He's lost. He's lost. He's just way too much.
I don't know. I've got faith. I got faith in the Banshees, Zombie Grub.
Really?
Because they're going to be
Really?
coming out, and I think if what he does is he surprises with, like if he surprise factors with them, I think it's good to go. If he just sends one at a time, I think he loses.
He's only gonna have 2. Like, how much of a surprise factor are we talking? Like he sees it, he gets attacked by it, then he stays in like mini coma for 2 minutes. Then okay, sure. Oh, and even a queen's out now to help. I don't think Beastyqt should have lost this game, but that's the way that it's going.
Oh man. All right. So I really want this to work. Now, if for no other reason, just because you'd be wrong.
Okay, defensively, the Banshees could help win the game. Defensively, they would make sure that he would have a mining base. Right?
Beasty, you smart son of a bitch. Do you see what he just did?
Hit the Banshee?
He moved into range for like just a second. He didn't want to reveal it. So he's definitely looking to wait till both of them are ready to go. That was no spore crawlers. And I guess if you can keep focusing the spores down before they get made, Banshees have pretty good DPS. I think you need 3 though, right?
Targeted.
Oh god.
Yep. Alright, so he gets one obstacle out of the way. There's this first spore crawler. Oh, Tomikus has really spent his money. He does not have enough money to build 5 at a time.
Well, not only that, but Tomikus is +2 armor. I didn't realize the drones can take some Banshee hits.
Oh my god, I think he did it.
Oh my god,
Rifkin's
Beasty,
right.
you glorious son of a bastard! You've done it!
I think Rifkin's right, man. These
Excellent!
Banshees are gonna win him the game.
Okay, so the bio could kind of just kill the buildings. I like that he's chasing, but like, yo, seriously, go kill the buildings, Beasty. There you go.
Well, then I guess everything works out. They still think that, I thought the Beastyqt was supposed to win this game, so now it's coming
Oh,
around.
you know what's happening here too? I didn't realize. Nathaniel's in chat, right? He's getting all riled up. Because it wasn't 1 starport, it was 2 port Banshee that won this game.
Wouldn't having one less starport but 1 more Banshee been more useful?
I don't think so, because, timing was a pretty big of the essence type thing.
I guess before you had like another queen or
Could have had another queen, could have had
Paranoia Spore
hydras,
Crawler.
could have, yeah, or spire, or just like, I think the longer BC took to get here, the higher chance that Tomikus had something. Not saying he would for sure, but the higher chance. Now Tomikus, I think, has like what, 1 drone mining right now? Nope.
Oh, you left the Banshee at home and deal with it. Because that's what I was worried about, you know, chasing the
Oh,
drones
he's
too
got
much
it!
and
I
getting
can't
the drone.
believe it! He's got it!
No, he's won. There's no anti-air. He doesn't even have money to build anti-air.
He's like,
He
no,
can't
no,
use the larva.
don't die! Heal us instead! That's it, because, yeah, BC can just float his buildings for the rest of the game. It doesn't matter if a couple of depots go down. Ladies and gentlemen, it'll take a moment or two, but we have our winner. Just tearing things. Yep. Alright, Beastyqt will win the base trade on Beastyqt TV for the Go4Sc2 monthly finals. That's a mouthful.